Welcome back, everybody, to Loveriche, or Kinkoi. I am one of your hosts, Saren Prince, here with
Man of Stage, and together we form Bridge Boys Broadcasting. Thanks for joining
We're
us.
definitely not filming this directly after part 2. It is a completely different day.
We are wearing different clothing, but you can't see our cameras, so it does not matter.
Nope. And we're playing a game where we have like 4 friends, so that's something.
But we're acquiring more.
That's like 3 more friends than I have.
Fair. Anyway, let's begin.
Phew.
I managed to make it until lunch break. I was beat.
これで半日終了ですね。いかがでしたか、オーロくん。初めてのノーブル学園の授業は。
How should I put it? I don't learn good. Everything, more or less, went over my head.
You see, us common folk, we don't do so well with your fancy book learning.
我が校は偏差値70を少し超えるところですから、慣れないうちは戸惑うやもしれませんね。
Maybe that's why I couldn't keep up. Didn't he say that? Yeah, I was about to say, didn't he say he dropped out of like the shittiest school?
Yes, he did. He did establish that.
Ooh.
To be perfectly blunt, my old school had terrible test scores. Or horrible test scores. Honestly, just pick a negative adjective and throw them in front of our test scores, and that's what we had. That hits kind of close to home.
It actually does. Because we saw our test scores, like not us too. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But you remember when we were in school and the scores every year that were posted just kept dropping?
Yeah. Yeah. Not our proudest moment, but we did plenty. We were good.
Yeah, we were great. I dropped out of that school.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I am Ichimatsu Ouro, but I do play him on the internet.
He's not really having to act, he's actually just being himself.
I couldn't retain anything, the teacher said.
そうですか。それが僕の教科書をたった3時間で落書きだらけにした理由で。
My bad, I was bored.
This really is sounding like you in school.
困りますよ、オーロくん。いくら庶民とはいえ、そちらも礼儀ですね。
But I couldn't stop mid-doodle. Weren't you watching me and giggling anyway?
Yeah, do you want a half-done doodle bob?
それは。
みほいみのい。
Ah, come on, Kikuchiyo. Look at this doodle of Ishikawa Takaboko's face.
いかん。僕としたことが。偉人の顔を笑うなどと、貴族の風上にも。
Hello, I'm the new Ishikawa Takaboku.
I'm Cockney.
You thought it was
すっ
funny?
かり菊千代くんと仲良くなったわね。
Yeah.
いえ。消しゴム。キュリー夫人が裸に。
キュリー夫人って横向いてるから、胴体書き足す系の落書きは腕の見せ所だよね。
Drawing Ishikawa Takaboku's smooth face is a piece of cake, but this takes real talent. Pretty good, huh?
うまい。
うまいとか。それより、なぜ裸なんです？
Why not?
Because her clothes were a pain and I just put in the 18 patch.
But it didn't make it into the video, sorry.
おっ 輩が、おば
Use your words.
We lost him, boys.
So long, soldier. It was nice while it lasted. He's never gonna make it through the rest of this novel.
Yeah, nope.
Off he went. What a weird guy.
予想はしていたけど、オーロは友達を作るのが得意ね。私が間に入るより先に仲良しさんが増えちゃうなんて。
It helps that he doesn't complain about anything I do.
Besides,
また仲良さそうに。
seriously, dude, fiber supplements.
Your hate makes me stronger.
市松目。
Good, good. Let your hate flow through me.
我が子を切ってのノーブル、録音寺くんにまで慣れ慣れしくしていたわよ。
Other than Kikuicho? What?
Kikuchiyo.
Kikuchiyo. Other than Kikuchiyo, my classmate's mood was less than stellar. With half a day elapsed, 2 distinct sets of eyes were directed at me whenever we had a break and I spoke with Sylvie. The first set of eyes, which belonged to Reina and Kikuchiyo, were favorable. They weren't entirely sold on me yet, but I couldn't be all bad if Sylvie liked me. The second set of eyes was harsh. My classmates saw me as nothing more than an annoying commoner trying to butter up Princess Sylvia. What a pain in the butt. Well, this was only my first day. Maybe I could turn things around.
それよりシルビー、今日はどうする？
The same thing that we do every night, Reina. Try and take over the world.
わかってる？今日こそメロンパン日和だわ。なんだよ、また行きたいのかよ。参りましょう。
なりません。
Block, 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 block.
Black, 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 black.
昨日あれほど申し上げたではありませんか。学則はこの学校に通う限り絶対のもの。破ることは王室の品格にも関わってくると。
それは、でも、メロンパンが。
Who cares about besmirching the school or the royal family? We need the bread.
Like, didn't we establish in episode 1 that she could just send one of her, 100 guards out?
You would think so, but I guess she has the memory of a goldfish.
ああ、エルチンおこだね。おここだね。しゃあないシルビー。今日は諦めなよ。私一人で行ってくるから。今日はビッグナックかな。
Yeah.
It's much better than the alternative. You go to that other place and you have to get the fopper.
こーら。
痛い髪引っ張んなつに。
妃殿にまで王室の品格を求めるつもりはない。だが学則の違反は進められません。
ビッグナックの気分なのに。
I got a need for a big snack, so I need my big knack.
The voice actress who does Reina, I feel like I've heard her in other stuff, and I don't think of it.
I was about to say, you probably have? But yeah,
If anyone watches this video, tell me what she's been in.
mention it in the comments and we'll thank you.
なりません。
Ouch. That felt timed.
Yep.
ほら、参りますよ。食堂の席は確保してあります。
仕方ないわね。あ、オーロ、お昼ご飯はどうするかしら。
I'm gonna eat my feelings.
I brought my own, so I can eat wherever.
さあ、気が向いたら食堂に来て、一緒に食べましょう。
Sure.
Off they went. Now then. Now that everyone I considered a friend had left,
I know last episode I said I wish she was around, but that was in the 2 seconds she was nice. I really don't wish that anymore.
Yeah, that turned around pretty quickly.
Oh.
For some reason, there seem to be more girls nearby. They appear to be gathering around Yokosaki and were exerting some strong waves in my direction.
なんだか今日は食欲がそがれるわね。薄汚い匂いがどこからか漂ってくる。
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
そうよね。ですわね。マストで気になるわ。あら、市松さん。いらしたんですか？お昼ご飯はどこで？私たち、今からここで食べるんです。にしても見てください、窓の外。今日はとてもいい天気。
Don't do it, it's a trap.
どこで食べても美味しいでしょうね。
Yep. The harsh reality of my new school life had fully sunk in within a half a day of transferring in. Everything was all well and good as long as I scribbled the day away, but the real danger was apparently during breaks. Where the heck was I supposed to go? Oh. After walking around the school for over half an hour, I finally found a nice looking spot. And no one was around. The sign on the door did say the roof was off limits, but...
I can't read.
Yeah, we've established that since I didn't know how to read the Noble Academy sign.
Oh, nice and relaxing.
It was great to be alone. I was sick of everyone eyeballing me, so I'd better take a quick rest. What a hassle. There was nowhere for me to go. To be honest, I relied on Sylvie the second I was driven out of the classroom and headed for the dining hall. Even so, I didn't fit in there either. Sylvie and the others had taken the best seats in the back of the dining hall. They were surrounded by plenty of fancy-looking men and women. A commoner like me wouldn't be welcome. Dang. I obviously wasn't shameless enough to waltz all the way to the back of the room in that social climate. Being new to the school left me in a bind with nowhere to go. Thank goodness the roof was open.
He's definitely not actually me because I am that shameless.
I was about to say, he's more like me in this regard because this is how I was back in school. You were right.
I would be walking right there. Let me sit next to my good friend Sylvie.
Hello. Pushing somebody out of the way in the process.
Dots.
You've been saving my seat, thanks. So then, I still had half a day to go. Noble Private Academy. Why do I have the feeling this is going to be more exposition? Here we go. It certainly did seem to defy all expectations. Actually, I had done research online to brace myself for this yesterday. That explains the novel that we got in the last episode. This academy had connections to various fields which enabled it to conduct its expert planning. Oh good, no more quotation marks. Not only could one receive an exceptional education by attending this school, but they could also establish business relationships in their field of choice. The richest, most distinguished, and influential people were lured here, making Noble Private Academy into one of the most elite schools into the country. This has been brought to you by Noble Private Academy. It was the sort of academy that all of the nation's elites were eager to attend. That only made someone without any such rank like myself appear all the more inferior. I'm gonna really start punching those quotation marks. -22. all men were created equal in the eyes of heaven. Okay? But even if heaven did not make anyone superior or inferior, society would.
Whoa.
That's heavy. I thought this was supposed to be a comedy.
I was about to say, I thought our guy was stupid.
He's very perceptive internally. He just does not manage to put any of that external.
Yeah, it's like, I get it. Where it's just like, look, you're not about school or you didn't do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah, anyone watching this video, don't let everyone tell you that it's all about school. One day you can drop out, become a YouTuber.
But just for posterity purposes, don't take Saren's word as gospel. We don't want to get in trouble, thanks.
I am not a role model.
No, nor am I. But please keep listening. We'd love to have you here. It was just the way the world worked. In a certain sense, I could experience realistic human society firsthand while still a student. It may actually have been a well-designed educational facility. It was pretty insufferable being put on the inferior side, though. Luckily, the weather was as fantastic as Jokazaki had said. My meal was tasty too. Yeesh. This sucked. I practically scarfed down my lunch. Better hang out in the roof until the last second. Going back to class now would be like being thrown to the wolves. Ignoring the fact that I'd been branded a commoner, I felt understandably hurt to be told I stunk. I would just kill some time. And then, I suddenly realized it stunk.
What the?
What the hell? This rooftop reeked! Did it smell because of the gigantic water tank? No, it couldn't be. It wasn't the smell of humidity or rust, but of something much more familiar and almost suffocating. Cigarettes? I looked around me. There was no one else around or anyone who was smoking for that matter.
It's just a box.
Maybe it was coming from below? Smoking. Well, it clearly had to be a teacher. Smoking was prohibited at almost all schools nowadays, though. Considering what a haven for the high-minded Noble Academy was, I assumed they'd be apt to burn you at the stake for smoking in particular. That seems like it would be counterproductive, because then you would be smoking.
And they just fucking roll you like a blunt and smoke you like a fucking Scary Movie too.
Wrong kind of smoking.
Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter.
I went back to the classroom in the nick of time. Luckily, all of the girls had left the scene. It was a real sausage fest. Case in point. And there was even someone here I could talk to.
なんとか全部消せました。
You erased the drawings?
当然です。まったく、人の教科書だと思っているのか。
I wish you'd left New Ishikawa Takaboku though. It's the first piece I've been proud of in ages.
やめてください。偉人を冒涜するような真似は、旧石川啄木であるべきです。
Is that a threat?
I mean, it's not like former became his new identity or anything. You haven't erased Madame Curie though.
I have my reasons. He has his reasons.
これは制作者である君の気持ちも考えて残しておいてもいいと思いました。
Right, whatever you gotta tell yourself, buddy.
決しておっぱいとかが理由ではないですよ。本当ですよ。
You said that twice, my man.
Well, there are two of them in most cases.
That's true. If you say so.
ただいまー。お腹いっぱいぱい。
シルビー様、歯を磨く時間を作るようにとあれほど。
Wait, at school?
Yeah, I'm sure it's some princess thing.
Okay. All three of them came back.
ただいま、オーロ。ねえ、オーロ。午後からはどうする？
Nothing.
What do you mean?
この学園、午後からの授業はエキスパートプランって言って、全部自由選択だよ。
I choose to do nothing.
I listen to the magic conch shell.
Oh, magic conch, what should we do? Nothing. Oh, hail the magic conch. Half of the day was expert planning. That was mentioned in my transfer student guidelines, wasn't it?
If we're free to choose, does that mean skipping's an option?
強制はされていないが、感心しませんね。
How fortuitous, I have no sense of honor. Looks like I had no choice. But I wasn't really into anything in particular at the moment.
What sort of choices are there specifically? Like, what do all of you do?
私はピアノの時間に当てているの。でも、一人じゃつまらないから、音楽総合でみんなに混ざってやっているわ。被服業種科目総合選択。なんだっけ？ファッションのやつ。
They could have just called it textiles.
私は体育総合に。
あ、エル、今日は部活動の子たちがこの時間も来てほしいと言っていたわよ。
ですが。
ダメ。エルはフェンシング部の期待のエースなんだから。
自分は部に属したわけではありません。なまらないよう厄介になっているだけで。
いいから。
They're saying she knows how
王
to
女様
handle
の
a
命令
sword.
よ。
A saber. I mean, it'd be easy.
Yeah.
わかりました。あちらに参加します。
Music, fashion, and fencing. Is that a Sex and the
Are
City
we-
title?
I was about to say, are we about to get a choice?
Choose your fighter, or dancer, or model. Maybe I should do one of the same. Oh.
Yes!
Oh my god, we have a choice.
Okay.
This is a momentous occasion.
We haven't had one of these before, I don't think. Okay.
We're also going to take this opportunity to save.
Yeah, save.
状況を記録します。
Okay, so our options are Sylvie, take me with you. Reina, what is it you actually do? And swordplay sounds manly and adventurous.
Does my actual question is, does this affect what route we go down?
That
Or is it just a choice?
I don't know. That's a good question. This isn't one of those games that locks you in, though. Isn't it one of the ones that you actually get to choose the route? I don't remember.
I think that is true. I am looking it up right now.
Okay.
Yes, it is. You choose the route.
Okay.
After you finish the prologue, so it does not matter what we pick. It's just spending more time with somebody.
Hooray! It's the illusion of choice.
The best kind. No
All
one's
right.
ever gotten mad at that before.
I know. We get to the very end. Turns out it was all a dream. Thanks for
I
playing.
would be angry.
I would too. I would be very angry.
Nobody's gonna fucking Mario me again.
Sorry, your princess is in the other castle. No, she's standing right there.
I was thinking actually it was all a dream ending.
Oh god. Don't even put that out there. All right,
Okay.
so let's see. Do we want Sylvie, do we want Reina, or do we want Elle-san?
Okay. I mean, I know which one I want, but it's because that's the girl that I think is best girl. So, do you have any strong preference towards any of these three?
Man, I'm more of a brunette guy, and the one brunette we've encountered is a pain in the ass, so I'm gonna defer to your judgment.
Swordplay sounds manly.
All
and
right.
adventurous.
We are going with the woman who wanted to tear out our arm.
フェンシングに来るのですか？
Last chance to back out.
Fencing. It's got a nice ring to it.
My old school had a kendo club, but I had never tried fencing before. I had no idea what the rules were, but it sounded amusing.
いいでしょう。私も貴公の実力には興味がある。
Prepare to be
It just
disappointed.
hard cuts to her just beating him down. Like it's not even fencing. She's just hitting him.
It's just, stop poking yourself, stop poking yourself, stop poking yourself. My true ability.
参りましょう。
She led the way. Man, I haven't even figured out how to do the first Kaioken level.
Oh, this place is...
Where we almost died.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
剣道と柔道の練習が主な場所ですが、フェンシング需要の高まりにより場所を貸していただけることになりました。顔が青いですよ。
Where I nearly had my arm chopped off yesterday.
Okay, it's scaring me a little bit how much we're actually managing to tap into the character here.
Look, he's not a complex guy.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. It almost gave me shivers just remembering it.
なるほど。私にも責任のあることやもしれません。
Maybe.
その恐怖を覚えたら、今後シルビーさん、シルビア王女に不敬を働こうとは思わぬように。
I'd never consider it for a second.
今後の話です。だいたい貴公はシルビア王女がお優しいからとですね。
Here came the sermon. Give me a break.
By the way, Elle-san,
なんです？
you've addressed Sylvie as either Sylvia-sama or Princess Sylvia.
Were they used for different purposes? I was curious.
恥ずかしい話です。本来王女のことは常にシルビア王女とお呼びかけすべき。
Does Sylvie not want that?
簡単に言えば。
She referred to Sylvie as princess during formal occasions and otherwise called her Sylvie-sama when speaking candidly. I thought it was a simple distinction.
昔に比べれば、シルビー様でも敬っていますがね。
Huh?
なんでもない。用意しましょうか。
She changed clothes. They were pretty form-fitting, huh? Kind of sexy, too. Yeah, but this time we're staying on eye level.
What?
For now. Oh,
貴
never
公の
mind.
分の着替えもあります。どうぞ。
Sure.
The all-white set of clothes were similar to the one she wore. The torso was especially bulky with several electrical lines extending through it.
Will this buzz when it's touched?
そういうことです。
I didn't know much about the rules of fencing, but I was at least aware that the reels of wire or body cords would light up on contact to signify your defeat. Fencing had become quite popular in Japan recently, and many Japanese people were actively participating in international tournaments. Well, not that I had any real interest, but...
カバレロ様がおいでだわ。やったー。
A flock of girls rushed into the room the moment they spotted Elle-san. They were cheering and squealing over her, not to mention...
カバリエロ様だわ。カバリエロ様がいらっしゃってる。今日フェンシング撮ればよかった。カメラよカメラ。写真部を呼んでくださいませ。
Girls were even crammed outside the window. Scary.
I figured as much already, but you're awfully popular with the girls, aren't you?
なんですこの男子。今日ここはカバレロ様の専用練習場です。あ、この男2の A に転入してきたという庶民ではなくて
I see that my lack of I see that my lack of reputation precedes me.
庶民の分際でカバレロ様と同じ空気を吸おうなどとなんて厚かましい。
Hey man, unless one of you has an oxygen tank, I'm stuck. And so on and so forth.
城ヶ崎さんの言っていた通り、獣地味で醜悪で絵に描いたような庶民ですわ。
Oh, that bitch.
That bitch.
Mm-hmm.
近づくと妊娠させられますわよ。お気をつけて。
What? Ugh, Jokasaki. She was spreading weird rumors about me to the other classes too? All of the girls, both inside and out, began to criticize me, but...
市松殿、気にせずこちらへ。え？皆も突然のことで驚かれたでしょうが、彼は私の呼んだ客人です。今日は一緒に練習に参加していただきたい。迷惑でしょうか。
カバリエロ様がおっしゃるなら。
I managed to avoid being driven out thanks to her authoritative tone.
では改めて練習を始めましょう。
I could tell why Elle-san was popular, just by watching her. Ow. Indeed. She was so cool, it made me shiver. It made sense why they were making such a fuss over her earlier out the window.
続いて右回転からのフレッシュの動き、マルシェ。はい。ファンデブ。
The girls lined up in an orderly fashion and practiced their form, lunges, and otherwise. Their serious expressions were in total contrast to their earlier behavior. Elle-san's serious aura didn't allow anyone she was instructing to fawn over her. Sylvie's aura sparked adoration from those around her, but Elle-san's intense military-like charisma was something else. As for me, even after changing my clothes, I just mimicked what I saw around me and was clueless to all of the terminology they were throwing at me. Oh well, swinging a sword around was entertaining enough on its own. And here came Elle-san.
基礎練習はここまで。全員今の動きを5セット。はい。初めてでは疲れるでしょう。市松殿は結構です。
Sure.
I lowered my sword.
いかがですか、フェンシングは。
I wouldn't call what I've been doing fencing, but it's fun. Kind of cool too.
I took a stab at it.
I'm not giving that a response.
I was like a little kid right now. Using a sword was really exciting in and of itself.
そうですか。喜んでいただけてよかった。では、そろそろ勝負といきましょう。
Huh? Wait, what?
She instructed me to stand on top of a long, thin material on the ground, which looked similar to the ones I'd seen on TV. This was where they practiced fencing, right? They wouldn't show this sort of thing on TV after all.
フルーレのルール。つまり、胴体に剣先を当てたら勝ちです。
But I'm just a beginner.
分かっています。あなたの実力を見るだけ。
But I don't have any skill. I didn't invest points in this.
But your skill levels...
Over 9,000!
9,000, that's impossible.
カバリエロ様は先日お越しいただいたフェンシング世界大会銀メダルの小田大輝選手と勝負なさって2勝3敗の腕前ですわ。
Well, shit.
I'm gonna die.
You know what? I think I actually like that better than the actual line.
Alright, let's use it.
She sparred with someone who is on the international level?
小田選手は冗談半分でした。本気なら全敗したでしょう。意味のない比較です。
Winning even a single match against an athlete of that caliber, even if they were like half serious, would be an honor.
Surely even losing one match would put him on edge to some extent. The fact that she won twice despite that proved her incredible skill level.
無論ハンデはつけます。まず、私からは絶対に攻めません。反撃オンリー。ルールはフルーレですが、特別にあなたは斬撃が当たっても勝ちとします。そして、勝敗の攻撃権は常に機構に置きましょう。私の反撃が当たったとして、同時にあなたの攻撃が私に当たっていれば機構の勝ち。
Okay.
何より、
I was actually
あなた
about
の
to say.
電極はスイッチを入れません。あなたに負けはない。これでいかがです？
It sounds too good to be true.
I mean, like, I was about to say she needs to give him, like, permanent right of way or else it doesn't even fucking matter. But this part, how does, like, yeah, but, like, body cords are off, but we still know who won. Like, when you don't keep score in a match, you know if you, like, get murdered 14-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't lose to the buzzer. Which meant, in this match, I would only know I had lost through my sense of touch.
Well, if you insist.
It didn't matter who came out the victor, this was nothing more than a test run. It would be super lame of me to run away now, so I accepted her terms.
感謝します。では、始め！
She cried out and immediately pressed forward. Whoa, talk about some crazy impact. I nearly fell over backwards. If she had attacked just now, I probably would have lost on the spot.
Why, you?
Lunge. Clang. Onomatopoeia.
I was like, is it Thwip the Spider-Man one, or is that Thwip?
I don't know. I think it might be.
I think it's Thwip. Hiya!
Yeah.
Clang. Whip.
Darn it.
I dodged her sword repeatedly, but my attacks were never so much as grazed her. Each slash of her sword, which was as slender as a needle, but had a surprising amount of weight to it, thrust aside the tip of my blade before my very eyes. Elle-san continued to whip the end of her sword against my chest, and I quickly grew irritated. We crossed swords twice, and I lost twice. Unbelievable.
老婆心ながら技術で戦えばあなたが勝つにはあと10年は必要ですよ。戦い方を考えなさい。フェンシングは技術が1、残る9は頭脳のゲームです。
I'm fucked. Right.
She did have a point. All sparring sports could be called games of opportunity, but this was especially true of fencing. If I used my brain and acted well on an opening, I could pull off at least a single tie. And a tie would be my win. I looked straight at Elle-san. My target was her torso, a single spot on her white vest. Is it though?
Well,
I could divvy that vest into 4 quadrants and lunge for any single one of them. I know where this is going. Quadrants? No. Let's split it up like so. There were roughly 9 areas I could strike. I didn't know the proper methods, but this was simpler for me to make sense of. It's baseball!
yeah, I was about to say it actually is.
Focus on a single grid. aim for one spot in that grid. Not only could I win this way, but it would be easier for me to focus. Infer Elle-san's underlying state of mind. Undying state of mind. Her steel resolve. A direct attack wouldn't work. If I struck at my opponent's median, she would repel me with pure skill, even if I exploited an opening. Exterior or interior angle? Top or bottom? Infer Elle-san's underlying state of mind. Which meant...
Almost did it again.
Deja vu. As she stood at the ready, the forward right, I went to the opposite way and aimed for her lower left half she had just drawn backward. Clang! Naturally, her speed was on another level, and it was a difficult area to target. Obviously, she repelled me. My real target came next.
何か狙っているね。加えて今の一撃、踏み込みが無茶すぎる。私が続けて反撃しているから、次も来ると踏んで、そこで返すつもりでいるな。相打ち狙い。だがこの勝負は、それであやつの勝ちになると約束した。ルールを利用しての勝ち拾いとは姑息な。
No, it's smart. You said it was a game.
Yeah.
私も期待しすぎたな。誰が乗るか。
Elle-san backed away.
Now!
I lunged forward in sync with her movements, and adjusted my aim at her left shoulder. Ah!
Well, she's dead.
She's dead, Jim. The electrodes in Elle-san's jacket reacted. All right, I hit it!
嘘！カバレロ様が負けた！
Shrieks erupted from the girls watching.
落ち着いて皆さん。電極はカバレロ様にしか入っていないのだから、最後はこうなるのは必然です。相打ち狙いで突っ込めばどうあがいても当たります。正規のルールならば、攻撃権の関係でカバレロ様の勝利ですわ。そうですわね。びっくりした。
Jeez. But they seemed to calm down in no time. Well, this was for the best after all. So long as the two of us know how this match truly turned out.
I was expecting the girls to just boo us out of the building.
Boo! You suck!
And they're just booing us like we're MJF.
私は打てなかった。対応できなかった。この勝負、正規のルールでも私の負けです。
Ooh.
My plan was to wait out her counterattack and follow up with a series of lunges. I would have been done if she had actually attacked me, and I'd quietly take my defeat. However, the same trick wouldn't work twice. I figured she'd eventually stop and watch how I acted at some point, which was what I was ultimately after. There was no losing this for me. Enough attempts and my victory would come sooner or later, but either way, I was happy I had landed my first strike. And being able to meet the requirements for a win even under the official rules.
I guess this makes 1 win to 2 losses, huh?
Decent odds, I say.
ん違うでしょ。貴公に負けはないと最初言ったはずです。1勝0敗です。胸を張りなさい。
Oh. Come to think of it, this was the first time she had ever smiled at me. So cute. Then again, it wasn't an entirely surprising revelation given how beautiful I knew her to be. My heart skipped a beat all the while.
I have to ask, why the sudden match?
I asked on our way back. It was fun, but I didn't understand why she wanted to face off in a fencing match like that. Elle-san smiled wryly.
昨日気候を精査した時、前の学校での気候についても知りました。
And responded with an unexpected answer. Ah. She found out, huh?
名捕手であると聞き、勝負強さを試したかったのです。
Ah, we were right.
Yep, that would be the grid.
I see.
野球という競技、あまり詳しくはないのですが、捕手というのは、
A catcher.
はい、試合の進行を組み立てる選手の中の監督だと聞きました。共に頭脳労働ならフェンシングは最適かと思い誘いました。なかなかに期待通りの。
You know.
はい。
Could we stop talking about that? I don't really want to think about it.
The air suddenly grew gloomy. Judging by her expression, Elle-san must have figured out, and I immediately bit her tongue. And
Wait,
immediately
what?
bit her tongue.
That's late. That's later in her route.
That's not what I meant to say.
失敬。話にすべきではなかったですね。
No, it's good that you know. Well, I don't want anyone to find out, but there's no way around it since, being in the know is your job. I'd still prefer not to talk about it, though.
わかりました。
With that, we dropped the subject. That was for the best. That was all done and over with. Totally over it. Good with it. Ready to drop it. Ready to move on. Nothing that bothers me anymore. Totally fine. Just emphasizing. Yep.
他にも気候のことはいろいろと知ってしまいましたが、決して口外はしないと約束します。
Those games were for research and the story.
And also I was curious how to make soupy seed soup.
No, I didn't mean you had to keep it secret, but yeah, it's something I'd rather keep private.
I gotta have something to put on my dating profile.
ええ、気候のあんなことやこんなこと、責任を持って秘匿し。あ、
Hmm?
いえ、なんでもないです。
No, oh, what?
She suddenly turned red. Had she learned something else about me?
気にしないで。これも決して口外はしません。
Yep, she's thinking about the games.
その、女騎士や巫女や忍者を凌辱するゲームをいくつも買っていることは決して。
She was still going on about that?
お気になさらず、私は勉強したのです。確かに昨日貴公の言っていた通り、姫騎士というのは姫より騎士を指す言葉だと。だから貴公の凌辱したいという欲求がシルビー様には向いていないと知り安堵しました。女騎士には向くようですが。
Like I said, games and reality are different.
Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think princesses or knights would have any relevance in my life up until yesterday.
言い訳は結構。貴公が今後、忍者や巫女に会わぬよう祈るだけです。
No, that's the sequel.
This game does have well, it's a fan disc, so like a half scene.
Oh, well, there you go.
Ninjas would be pretty tough, I bet.
一つ調べてもわからなかったのですが、タイマシとはどんな方を指す言葉なので？
People who slay monsters. They have a pretty close relationship with tentacles.
とにかくです。私もバカではありません。性欲そのものを否定するつもりはありません。
Oh, don't you now?
We're in, boys.
私もオークとかいう架空の生き物に凌辱される気はさらさらないが、 貴公のその願望を否定はしない。
What's your policy on goblins?
今後ともシルビー様とは仲良くして差し上げてください。私は口は挟みませんゆえ。人の感度を3000倍にしようという願望はさすがにどうかと思いますが。
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Ah, damn it, this was hopeless. I thought we'd be able to get along. But we seem to be at odds with one another. I headed back to the classroom. Do you think this is a good stopping point?
I think it is. I was about to tell you. I'm not saying that I really want her route because we've got to go through the prologue and then I will have figured it out. But I am saying she's kind of awesome.
Yeah, she seems interesting, and I mean, I like kind of the contrast between her character and some of the other characters. I mean, I know she's still an archetype, but she's interesting all the same.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we probably have how many more protagonists to be revealed? 2? Okay. Yeah, so the jury is out, I guess.
I mean, technically, like, we still haven't met the person who's the side route. We haven't met one of the main routes who's on the cover screen.
That's right, you're right. Okay.
There are 3 routes once you finish... Hold on, let me look at this. There are 3 routes that open up, the 3 that we have now, right?
Yes.
And those 3 routes, you can choose one of those 3 when you finish the prologue. Once you've beaten a route, the sub-route exists.
Okay.
And then the 4th route, once you beat everything, you get a golden route.
Okay, so that's the true ending. We probably won't have episodes of every single one of those unless you all would like to see episodes of all of those, in which case let us know.
I didn't know we were still going.
Yes.
Comment also who you think is best girl. Do not spoil anything.
No.
But you can say who is best girl, or if there is a recommended, like if there is somebody's route that we have to do. Yes. I mean, technically we do have to do all of them, but if there is a route of these 3 girls that is actually much better than the other 2, let us know. That way we can do that one and put emphasis on it.
Yeah. Whatever is the most interesting route, we are on board with.
All right. Well, that was episode 3?
Yes, it was episode 3.
Well, that was episode 3.
I think our little fencing encounter and getting to know Elle-san a little bit better was nice.
Yes, it was.
I know you enjoyed it. Hopefully everybody watching and listening did too. But for now, we hope to see you all in the next episode. Tune in for more, and we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.